Ramp DeFi is a decentralized protocol that allows users to stake non-Ethereum tokens on the ETH network. At the same time, Ethereum users can interact with the Ramp protocol and increase their yield earnings. The name of the game is interoperability. There's much more to Ramp than just interoperable DeFi, and it's just getting ready to ramp up. Get it? Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the more promising projects in DeFi. Ramp is a blockchain agnostic liquidity network, and no competitors thus far are trying to do what Ramp is doing, which is extremely rare in crypto and marks a possible huge opportunity. Ramp is both a yield optimizer like YFI and a collateralized stablecoin product similar to MakerDAO rolled into one protocol. Ramp supports staking. In return, stakers receive part of the protocol rewards in what's known as the R pool. It's important to note that Ramp's overall value is tied to the protocol's activities, such as the RUSD and EUSD issuance, the usage of RFinance, RSwap, RPool, and its community-based governance. With that said, it's a little confusing at first, and even I didn't understand it until I really dug deep. DeFi, of course, is still new and far from user-friendly. But I'm going to attempt to detail each part of this ecosystem to you so you can understand it better. So users on the Ethereum blockchain can mint EUSD by depositing ERC20 stablecoins into Ramp's EUSD liquidity pool. This means that RUSD and EUSD holders can exchange, lend, or borrow the tokens freely, and in turn create liquidity for users who have capital locked into staking contracts. Ramp DeFi enables the staked capital of non-ERC20 staking blockchains to be collateralized into a stablecoin, known as RUSD, that's issued on the Ethereum blockchain. Ramp powers token exchange between different blockchains. Tokens using a non-Ethereum address are first converted into collateralized stablecoins, which is RUSD of course, then used on the Ethereum blockchain. Similarly, ERC20-based stablecoins are changed into EUSD for use in Ramp's DeFi liquidity pool. The tokens retain their same functionality. Even though they're locked for staking on different decentralized systems, they can still easily be traded within Ramp's ecosystem. There's some benefits, of course, to both the RUSD and EUSD tokens that you need to know, which will help you navigate the Ramp ecosystem. RUSD token benefits are as follows. You can use funds locked in non-Ethereum blockchains without giving up existing positions. You can access ERC20 opportunities such as yield farming or trading without having to put in more of their assets. They have fully collateralized stablecoins. You can earn staking incentives. You can maintain potential revenue from existing positions and collateralized portfolios. For EUSD holders, you can get interest from lending out your digital wealth and provide liquidity across numerous DeFi protocol yield farm pools. You can farm Ramp DeFi's native token, Ramp. You get yields from farming other DeFi projects partner with Ramp. Now, according to its white paper, the way Ramp is designed, it provides collateralization assurance for RUSD using MCR, which stands for Minimum Collateralization Ratio, to indicate a collateralized ratio of 200%. This ratio is important because it ensures that RUSD holds half the value of the minting token. For example, $2,000 worth of Bitcoin can mint $1,000 worth of RUSD tokens. Now, of course, with collateralization brings every crypto user's worst fear: liquidation. Ramp DeFi will automatically begin the liquidation process when a user fails to pay his or her debt obligation falling below 120%. However, before giving you that dreaded liquidation message, Ramp is nice enough to issue a warning, allowing you a chance to deleverage yourself by paying back open loans. Although recollateralization is simple, requiring a user to just send funds into the staking contract. Note that liquidation happens on the platform's universal pool, RPool. Once a liquidation occurs, the pool sells the tokens on cryptocurrency exchanges and deposits the funds into the pool, which are later shared between Ramp's token holders. Ramp powers a host of DeFi elements on its protocol ranging from staking to minting. For example, RFinance, eMint, and eFarm. RMint and RStake, RSwap, RPool. They love ours. So for RMint and RStake, this allows for non-ERC20 tokens to be collateralized to mint RUSD. You would think they were pirates, but that's a different story. Collateral that is designated to RStake is aggregated by different nodes on Ramp partner non-ERC20 blockchains. You can also earn staking rewards for eMint and eFarm. The eMint enables the deposit of ERC20 stablecoins to mint EUSD, a token which represents the value of the amount deposited by users. The deposited funds are transferred to eFarm to create yield farming opportunities for users. Then, of course, you have rFinance. The platform's lending and borrowing service is provided by rFinance. RUSD and EUSD holders can freely lend and borrow from one another. Then you have RPool. Ramp has its own liquidity pool, as briefly discussed earlier. This allows users to build value for their assets, collateralization insurance, liquidation, and cross-chain swaps. RPool gains value from staking rewards, yield farming rewards, and revenues from fees, which are then later distributed to the holders of Ramp tokens. Now, in the event the RUSD suffers from a crash, RPool is first utilized to support its value. If the value of a user's collateralized position drops below the allowed collateralization ratio set within the specific parameters, then their positions are liquidated to the RPool. Next, you have RSwap. Users can swap ERC20-based stablecoins with any other non-ERC20 token, provided that the tokens are part of Ramp's blockchain partners. They do this by facilitating the exchange of ERC20 stablecoins with the cryptocurrency stored within the RPool. The conversion rate is set by various price oracles. Ramp has organized some big collaborations with projects like Elrond, TomoChain, Injected Protocol, Alliance Block, and Binance Smart Chain. So what does holding the actual Ramp token yield you? That was a DeFi joke. First, governance. With Ramp DeFi being a decentralized platform, it offers its holders community governance. However, to participate in governance votes, like suggesting a change to the protocol, you have to hold at least 1% of Ramp's total supply. But if governance isn't your cup of tea, then maybe you'll like earning referral rewards for bringing in new users. Referral rewards are distributed using the Ramp token. Now, in addition to user referral rewards, there's also rewards for developers for helping integrate Ramp DeFi with other decentralized networks in the DeFi ecosystem. Ramp was co-founded by Lawrence Lim and Lo-Zhang Rong. Before starting Ramp, Lim was the head of international growth at IOST and handled global sales at TradeGecko. He was also responsible for mergers and acquisitions at KPMG Corporate Finance LLC and asset management at JP Morgan Chase & Company. Lo-Zhang Rong co-founded Nox Pte. Limited and was a blockchain consulting partner at Merkle Ventures LP. He was also the chief operating officer and co-founder of Toucan App. Rong has a Bachelor of Business Administration, a degree in Finance Wealth Management from Singapore Management University. Ramp DeFi's advisors include a few small companies like, Binance, JP Morgan, Microsoft, Blackwater Capital. Investors include Parify Capital, Alameda Research, Orthogonal Trading, and Ruby Capital. Of course, thank you to Ramp DeFi for sponsoring this video. And while nothing in this video is financial advice, we definitely have the opinion here at BitBoy Crypto. The Ramp is definitely one to keep your eyes on. If you want to pick up your own bag of Ramp, you can do so, of course, by visiting Binance, Uniswap, Buybox, FTX, or PancakeSwap. Oh, and before I forget, there's an ongoing liquidity mining campaign launched in partnership with Moonswap, a leading DEX on the Conflux network. Do you guys think this is the next project to blow up? Drop your comments down below. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.